Sweet. What's that? Do 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 do. Instead of saying starting soon, I actually decided to add a little bit of a time limit so that way people aren't like, when is starting soon?
Yeah.
Boop, boop, doo, doo,
I
boop.
just realized on the Discord, I'm the only one who posts in the gaming thing, and it's all just me shit posting mostly.
Right. Post there anyways.
Okay.
That
Valiant's already first, so. Which technically is not true because I'm on before he starts. So, meh.
me. Hey, Valiant. Alright. Main. There we go. How was the rest of the night at work, Valiant? Alright. Who?
I mean, yeah, first comment, yeah. Oh, yeah, you're in the middle of fighting Ordinators.
Yep. It was more just like, okay, which way do I go? And then I heard, you will die. And I'm like, from where? Hmm. Oh, good, got everything taken care of and put away. Oh, that's good. Is it this way?
What does
Hey,
Valiant do for.
he works with me.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Tires.
yeah. I did piss off one person who wanted a tire put on. Well, I mean, you can't break regulation when you're the only person there.
Like, fuck them.
Yeah, we had, they had our boss come in early because, retail and using people for other things than what their job is.
Yeah.
Um,
I remember hearing that from, like, Tim and you guys
yeah.
forever.
Um, and then, uh, uh, one of our coworkers called in for the morning shift, which is, kind of not really that big of a deal. But the uh, person that was supposed to be closing with Valiant wasn't feeling well, so he needed to go home. So he was by himself since 4:30, and we closed at 7.
And nothing you really do about that.
Yeah. Nope. Nope.
Be like, leave that closed. That's like one of those instances. If you were a mage, you'd be like, lock 100. Because I remember doing that a couple times. When I played through this game, be like, I don't want this door to open. And unless they have key, NPCs are incapable of opening doors.
Right. Oh, yeah.
It got to the point where I'd be like going through dungeons and be like, okay, there's nothing through this door I want. But there's enemies on the other side, so I'd just be like, lock. Have fun starving to death. Because, like, a lock 100 spell is not hard. The unlock spell is what makes it hard. The Pilgrim's Path is like a quest you can do.
Okay.
Basically, it's like visit all the shrines. And, like,
What do you want?
I believe that's like the first step you have to do to join the temple. Not like the summer temple, like the Imperial cult. Okay, so you got any new things on your list?
So going off my list on its own, the Arnesian War, which I don't know if that... It's from my list the last time, so I don't know if it's actually from any of the actual games or if it's from ESA.
Well, like it's still
Technically.
part of the canon. Let's see.
You are over-encumbered. That is very true.
And you cannot move from the spot. That's one thing I'm glad they changed.
Is that you can still move.
You can still move, but very slowly. Like, just being rooted to the spot was not... You have a lot of ordinary stuff.
Yeah.
At this point, just keep going. Just keep killing them.
I know. I'm more or less dropping the, like...
Heavier parts.
Yeah. It's like... Oh, yeah.
Well, it says that... The Arnesian War is when, apparently, the Dark Elves took most of the Argonian slaves.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It was, let's see. Yeah, it was during the time when Jack Tharn was pretending to be Earl Septim. So he didn't give a shit. He's like, yeah, let him fight. It's not my problem.
Interesting.
Let's see. Portions of northern Black Marsh were conquered by Morrowind. These areas had begun to be reclaimed following the outlawing of slavery. Baron Zaya announced her claim on the providence of Morrowind and fled to the city of Wayrest. Roas the Demonstrator was canonized by the Tribune, becoming a patron saint of furnishers and caravaneers.
What do you want?
But, like, yeah, it's like, this is one of the many reasons, like, the Arnesian War was probably one of the many reasons why the Dumner deserved to have most of Morrowind taken back by the Argonians. It's like, yeah, slavery is illegal. It's like, why do we still have slaves then? Because the Tofani, no one messes with the Tofani. Because, like, they're the only ones that still do. Because are you going to say no to a 2,000-year-old sorcerer?
That's a good point.
Also, the Telvanni give literally no shits. Because, remember, like I've said it before, it's like in Telvanni, like in House Telvanni, the person who is right is the person who is still alive in an argument. It doesn't matter if you were actually right or wrong. Whoever lived is the one who is right.
Interesting. Hi, K-pop Sim.
Hello. Little emoji thing. What do they call them, Twitch?
Emotes.
Emotes?
Like, yeah,
Oh,
they're basically emojis. Best choice of weapon, but... Alright, is this magic? Okay, he is...
I realized I didn't have any of the ones that you had unlocked, so that's what I'm doing right now.
What do you mean? What?
Like all your custom emotes, I did not have any of them.
Oh, okay.
Oh, because I'm not subscribed.
Well, yeah.
'Cause, you know.
You gotta subscribe to...
like in the wiki, the picture for the Arnesian War is of a Dumner with a whip beating a Argonian slave. So it's like,
Okay, we're gonna close that.
yeah. The problem is, like, anything, well, mostly anything. There's quite a few things I know about ESO. But, like, other than that, like, it's usually just like, I don't know.
Right.
I'm like, I played it for maybe 24 hours. Until what happens with me in every MMO, I needed people to help me. And I'm like, nope, done.
Right. So if I put on this suit of armor, I will be disguised.
I think so. Let's see. I am looking up if that actually works. If I can actually spell disguise. Yeah, in the Ministry of Truth, it works as a disguise.
Okay.
From a 6-year-old comment on Reddit. So, but it probably has to be a full set.
Working on it.
Yep. I mean, the armor looks really cool. But talking to any Ordinator outside of this area will make them go aggro because they're like, hey, where'd you get that armor?
Okay.
It's like, I killed an Ordinator. They're like, well, guess what?
They don't. Do they have pants?
I don't know. Let's see full. Look up the full set.
Okay. I don't think I found a single pair of pants.
Doesn't look like it from the pictures. Yeah, I don't think they do.
All right.
No one way to find out. But yeah, like technically you are now wearing your past life face. Because the Ordinators are from House Interval, which is Interval Nerevar. I would say put away your weapon so you don't look.
Right.
Walk around with the spirits like, I'm an Ordinator. It's like, you don't sound like a Dumner. It's like, Dumner in this game all sound like they smoke 10 packs a day.
So I'm trying to figure out, like, is it a specific location? Nope. Didn't work.
What, the disguise?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, give me a second, guys. I'm gonna stop time with my magic powers and change armor. Instantaneously from their perspective.
Exactly. Oh. K-Pop Sim, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Hall of the White Raven.
Hello. Again. It's funny, is even though I have Twitch muted, I could still hear that noise from your end.
Yeah, I know. My headset is...
But it's like very low. It's like... Yes, Morrowind is fun. I found a mod list called Just Another NWA the other day that adds, I think it was over like 200 or 300 mods for it, and it adds like survival elements, and like one of the options was if you got so far in the temple for the tribunal, you were actually allowed to wear Ordinator armor.
Interesting.
Like one of the mods for it was. Like that's actually makes sense. But like the problem for me at least was it started crashing like every 20 minutes or so. So I couldn't keep playing it, unfortunately. Like it was great. Like it was really neat. But it was just too many issues. I mean, like Morrowind's a fairly old game. And just for perspective for people, there has been more time between Skyrim and now than there was between Morrowind and Skyrim's release. And I remember buying an Xbox to play Morrowind.
Oop, 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 oop. Okay. What can I...
Like, I knew about Elder Scrolls games before I knew about Fallout games.
That didn't work.
Like, I found out about Fallout from Fallout 3 from Chris.
Dude,
He's like, hey, there's this new game. I'm like, oh, cool, can I play it? Like, when I was hanging out at their house. And I'm just like, oh, this is a cool game. Like, oh, it's for a system I own. Made by the same company that I like from other games. I'm like, how do I not know about this? Like, I didn't know about it until it was released.
r-
Nice shot there.
Hey,
Just right between the two of them.
there is a reason I am not a mage.
Hey, for area effect spells, you don't aim at the head, you aim at the feet.
To be fair, I
'Cause
didn't.
even if you miss, the probability of them getting caught in the area effect is much higher.
To be fair, I didn't know it was an area effect. It was a scroll that I bought.
Apparently, you need to scroll properly.
Focus fire, focus fire.
Yeah, at least like, these guys aren't no joke. These are like elite guards, but you also are like level 20 something.
Yep. It's now become your worst nightmare, guard. Your other friend is down. You can't stun me anymore.
We thought you were just killing police officers. Awful. That's silver weapons.
Alright.
Also, one of the mods that it added in was disposing of corpses does not give you their stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, which is really nice for not having to empty your inventory every 5 minutes.
Right. It's
Leaving piles of junk everywhere.
like
In very neatly stacked piles.
Like, imagine being the guard that eventually finds all this stuff. It's just like,
You just don't find bodies, you just find piles of armor stacked. Be like, is that a Daedric weapon you have?
this one?
No, like the one that's not enchanted.
Yeah, that's the Daedric
Why are you
Katana.
not using that?
I don't know.
Like, it's like the best weapon you have, and you're not using it. I mean, you gotta understand you leveling up other weapon skills because you know they're kind of important. Like you have 100 in long arms, don't you?
Yeah.
Like the enchantment on those weapons is not worth comparatively. Also, for perspective, like what's the weight on the Daedric Katana again?
54 pounds.
Yeah, Imagine swinging a one-handed weapon that weighs 50 pounds.
Uh,
Like, I can understand, like, a hammer or, like, a two-handed weapon, maybe.
something that,
But, like,
would take
a
time and
bladed katana that you wield in one hand weighing 50 pounds. Like, the Nervar's got to be, like, ripped.
I mean, my character does have a
Yeah, like 120 something strength. Yes.
thanks to the one gauntlet.
Yeah. Magic. So how
Magic.
can you do this, magic?
Like, how can any of us do this? It's like, I don't know what any of those keys are for, but
I don't know where these keys go. Just throw them on the ground.
do the keys take any weight? No.
No, they just take up inventory space, which is much more valuable than weight, honestly. I hate having cluttered inventories.
That's one of the reasons why I like the, like, because I started, playing Oblivion on my own.
Yeah.
The updatedness to it. Okay. Oh, that's right. I was going this
Yeah,
way.
like, I'm the kind of person who installs a mod that lets me drop items you're not supposed to. Like in Fallout New Vegas, where you get so many quest times in your inventory eventually. Where I'm just like, I don't need any of these. The quest is done. Why are they still in my inventory?
Yay, security level 11.
Okay, so
Oh.
what was on your list for next? There's a lot of guys in here.
Yep, Eleno Faye.
Oh, the Elnafay.
Right, it's EHLNOFEY. Is how I have it spelled in my book.
It's pronounced Elnafay.
Okay, so I was right in my.
It's basically, yeah, like the Elnafay are the original spirits that everyone comes from. Like the first living spirits that came to Nirn after it was created are the Elnafay.
Okay.
Like the games themselves don't go on back into it very much. Like it's just a word used to describe like what they were.
Okay.
But like there's the Wandering Elnafay, which is what humans are from, and then there's the original Elnafay, which is what elves are from. I think that's how it is. Like the ones, I know the Wandering ones are the humans, because it's that they
had no real.
like yeah like. I'm trying to look up more stuff for it. It's mostly it's like yeah I know of them. I just never like eh.
It's not a normal talking point. Like, not a normal talking point of information.
Basically, yeah, like it's basically the difference between the Magna G and the Elnafay. The Elnafay are the ones who decide to stay, and the Magna G is the one who decide to leave. Like the Magna G are the stars.
Okay.
And the Elnafay are the ones that stayed.
I'll drop that. I don't need that. Let's cast that. Okay.
Yeah, like it seems like most of them are just elemental spirits.
Okay. So one
Like a lot
point.
of the pictures for them are from ESO, and most of them look like those elemental pool creatures
Okay.
from D&D, where they're like just
Oh, the.
I can't remember what the name is for them.
But yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Basically, they're like the different paths each of the types of Elnifey took resulted in the appearance of all the different races.
Okay. Try not to aggro anybody while I heal, because.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just one of those things again where people will try to separate the difference between humans. Be like, oh, like the Elnifey are where all the elves came from, and then like the wandering Elnifey are like the humans, because it's like they're the same thing. They just differentiate themselves because some of the elves thinks they're better.
Okay.
More specifically, the High Elves. Which is funny because like the High Elves are all like they're like so self superior, like oriented. Like a High Elf lives to be like 200 to 300 years old. A Dummer lives to be like 400 to 500 years old.
Huh.
Yeah. Well, because you gotta remember, like Dumber society is all about actually being better, not just pretending you are.
True.
But it's like less of like for the Altmer, it seems to be it's like a self-centered improvement. But for the Dumber, it's like as a society becoming like working to be better. Like that's where like the three tribunals, like in the House of Troubles, where it's like every day is a trial.
Keep moving forward.
Yep. Like if you don't survive, too bad.
Alright. There.
Basically, it's probably as good as a like in classical D&D perspective for Dark Elves, where it's like only the strong survive kind of thing, but given a good angle,
Right. It's
like only the strong survive because it's like where we live is a hard, unforgiving place.
yeah, not the idea of the strong survive because,
The strong will crush the weak, kind of thing.
yeah, it's like the strong survive in Dunmer society because, well,
They're strong. Now you're just stripping corpses and disposing of them.
yes.
I mean, it's a little bit better, more time management. Alrighty, everyone, just fight me one by one.
That's the whole point.
Just take a couple steps forward until you aggro another one, and then fight that one.
Exactly.
Yeah, and you're using a Daedric Katana, and look how tough these guys are. Like, to a regular citizen, these are people who, like, you don't mess with these guys. Like, that's why they work in the prison. Yeah, like, the LFA is just the name for original spirits that came to Nirn.
Okay.
When it was, basically those who sided kind of with Lorcain, because they didn't abandon him. or they might not have had enough strength to leave.
Okay.
You know, it really depends on the particular one. Because, like, not everyone was against Lorcaine, you know.
Because, you know.
It's like, a number of them willingly gave up their lives to allow Nirn to come into existence, which is where the 8 Divines come from. But then there's others who just supported him in general.
Ooh. 20% reflect for 60 seconds potion.
Well, that's just spells. But still, yeah, that's a pretty good potion.
How do you do?
They're not mad at me.
Yeah, it's like,
May I help?
how many people in here actually deserve to be in here, and how many are in here just because they said something wrong,
Right.
like to the wrong person kind of thing.
Holding cells, huh? I'll scroll for my escape plan. Getting out here a lot faster and safer for you if you have one. If you haven't got one for yourself, maybe you can find another way out. Okay, I'll meet you at the secret dissident priestess monastery at Hona blah. Go there, be safe.
I mean, yeah, like that's like the best way to be like,
Welcome, friend.
being like,
Are you the
all right,
one
we
I
got to
first
get this
talked
person out of
about?
prison. Be like, go in there, give them a scroll of like divine intervention, or also you send probably divine intervention if they're escaping from this place.
It's like I don't have that scroll. However, though, I do have this ring.
Are they actually leaving? Like, do you know?
That is what I am going to double check.
What's also nice is that mod pack I told you about. It de-highlights stuff that you've already clicked on.
Oh god, I will.
Like it blacks it out.
So miss the idea of that.
Oh yeah.
Alright, Vivek.
Let's see. Once you find Mifra, she outlines the escape plan.
Oh god.
You are to give her one divine intervention scroll for her to make her escape. You escape the same way or another as you like, using the other divine intervention scroll teleports you to Ebonheart. You are to meet each other at the distant priest monastery in Bala.
Okay, so they are going.
You have to give her one.
Right, I did. That's part of the.
Okay. So yeah, you can probably use your amulet. Like, did it
yeah.
say?
Yeah, she's like, I have the scroll. I'll meet you.
Yep. Then you can leave.
Adios.
And we were to meet a woman on the east docks of Ebonheart named Balata. She's a Nord woman with black hair.
Okay.
Oh, Imperial, sorry. She looked very tall from the picture.
Yeah, I can understand the misconception.
I mean, in this game, like, the races are fairly different heights. Like, I've said it to you, like, if you play a Bosmer, you play, like, it looks like you're a little kid from point of view. Where, like, everything's slightly too tall.
Go ahead.
She's on the docks.
No, I know. I just gotta remember how the hell to get out of this area. Because, you know, it's not exactly... This one?
Might have to cross a bridge or something.
There we go. I remember it was a fairly straight shot. It's just
Oh,
a matter
yep.
of
Yeah,
walking
I was
through
right.
doors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, say what you will about like map markers for Skyrim and Oblivion, be like, but it did stop stuff like that from happening. Where it's like, how do I get out of here?
The infinite loop of running around in a circle because you can't remember what doors you used.
Yeah. Like, unless the game has an option to be like, hey, how do you get how do you get to here? And people can tell you, like, walk up to a person, like, how do I get out of this building? She's like,
Blata Hatri.
yeah. On the picture, she's not on a boat. She's on the dock by a boat.
So I hire her to go fishing. Oh yeah, like next to
And
fish.
she's like, would you like to go fishing?
Yes. I take you to anytime you want.
Ah, a visitor.
So I just
What may I do for you?
Yeah. Let's see.
anytime. Oh, I guess it's the Azura's coast region.
Labeled Azura's Coast Region. Yep.
Okay.
I like right when you sang it, I saw the thing for it.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Your next quest is going to be proving that you're the Nerevar.
By combat, by talking.
The 7 trials. Basically, you're going to go through the rest of them and fulfill them. Like the list of the trials of the Nerevar.
It's a diseased rat. Oh no. Pretty tough though. What now? Why'd that close?
Oh, what time is it?
How the hell do I know that?
Oh, wait.
Oh. 8 a.m.
Yeah, I remember. 1 second. Gotta go to the next. Yeah, like it said, like the meeting is like between dawn and dusk.
Oh. You mean dusk and dawn?
Only open at dusk and dawn. You will have to rest until the proper time. 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. or 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. So literally you just missed it. Well, dusk and dawn is Azura. And the prophecy of the Nerevar was given by Azura.
Oh wait, you said 6 to 8 p.m. and
Yeah, 6 to 8 anytime. So I'd say wait till 7 sometime. You got attacked by... Oh, climb fear.
thank you.
Standing in position for hours.
there something you
But yeah, like, for people who worship Azura, Dusk and Dawn is very important.
I could kill that one. Those boots are ruined.
Yeah. He's no longer around. He's back in the Imperial City. Caius.
Right. No, I just was like, maybe?
Like, honestly, of the three tribunals, Slothil is the only one who actually seems to give a damn about stuff. Because, like, they expand about it in ESO. Because, like, I've seen videos of, like, him talking. Because it's, like, late game stuff. But it's basically about him, like, criticizing the other two
Is there something for
of the
me?
tribunal,
Welcome,
being, like,
Outlander.
how... I forget what it was. But, like, their perspective of the universe is, even as gods, is still flawed. Because, like, Vivek's all about duality, and Almalexia is all about, like, I forget what it was, but, like, she's very self-centered.
So, and there's a terrible secret that the temple conceals. You just conceal the temple. It's
They give you a bunch of documents that you can look up.
there's just so much of my journal being updated that I don't know what's going.
I know, like, this, just like,
Click, 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 boom. Click, 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 boom.
did I click the right option to make the quest go forward? Basically, she just gave me a bunch of books, I think. Or he, sorry. You're still talking to me, though.
Next, close. Next, close.
Yeah.
Oh,
The Ring of Moon and Star, which is... Since the Nerevar's death has been cursed, anyone who puts it on who's not the Nerevar or his reincarnation dies.
oh, I gotta find the ring. Is that basically what's
Well,
going on?
that's one of the trials. Because that's like, if you can put on the Ring of Moon and Star, that's a big indicator.
So and so gave me several books on.
Yeah, it's like, thanks.
Grows. Dagoth herb grows stronger while the tribunal grows weaker. He sees the return of the saint. It's only spirit of the saint.
Yeah, because Degathor has all three pieces of Kagranak's tools, which is what the tribunal needs to actually use the Heart of Arcane.
Oh, okay.
And Degathor wants to use Kulakan. That's what his new can't remember Numidium. The Kulakan is Dagathor's Numidium that he is literally using the Heart of Arcane to power.
Okay.
And he's going to use it not to conquer Tamriel or anything like that. It's to drive out all non-Dumner from Morrowind.
Enter, leave dusk dawn. The entrance is sealed at all other hours. Please make yourself comfortable here. Rest in our beds. Make use of our services. You may read our books. Don't take them. I wonder if there are any skill books.
I like
here.
that distinction. Like, you can read them, don't take them. Because you can do that, where you can just be like, click, look, and then close. Like, that was always the trick for skill books.
Just a matter of
Find a skill book that someone has, read it, and leave it.
yeah. It's like I don't want this book. I just want to read it and absorb the knowledge.
No worries. I won't hurt you. Ask your question.
Technically, you don't even have to read it. You just have to look at it with the pages open.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
I've seen the title sheet of this book. I know everything about it now. Like, honestly, for like Skyrim, I wish the trigger for the skill up would have been the last page of the book,
Right, just to make you
not just opening it. Yeah, so you actually had to potentially read it. Like that, just that little difference would have made, like,
such a big difference.
because you'd be like, yep.
All right. Do you have?
Let's see, Pathfinder Incarnate. Return to the Rishilaku camp and speak to Nibani.
Oh, dude, just give me a second. I'm talking to
Yep.
Mr.
Looking for good scrolls
Yep.
and healing potions.
I don't really have healing potions. You have a bunch of light weapons. Oh, Veloth.
But yeah.
That Veloth, Velothian helm and Veloth's tower shield.
What's it do?
The helm restores health and the shield restores health as well.
Like on use?
On self. So
Oh, okay, because like constant would be. I don't remember anything doing that.
You can have this book and this book, this paper, this paper, this paper. It's like, are you paying me anything for these? No, not really. I don't really care.
Well, by the end of this quest, you'll have an upgraded Dwemer shield.
Ooh.
Like one of the rewards is. Yeah, it's like the shadow shield. Alright, so how many more things you got on your list?
I've got a bit, but I realize that a lot of them kind of deal with the same thing. Akavir, which I believe is the continent to the west of Tamriel or east. I can't remember.
Northeast. Let's see. I'm gonna look up a map for other people.
Is there something you need?
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need? Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
I have to look up Nern, not Tamriel, because like if I look up Tamriel, it just gets me. Oh, it's actually straight east, and it's a lot bigger than I thought it was. Wow.
Well, that's why, like, when I was looking up stuff, I found those continents. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then I noticed that it had a list of the inhabitants, and the first thing that was listed as an inhabitant of that place.
Here, I'll send it to you by yourself, and I'll post it on here so other people can look at. And I forget that I can't. It's not Discord where I can just upload a picture. But yeah, like that's that link is a world map of Nern. And it shows like Atmora, Aldmeris, Yakuta, and Akaviri.
Okay.
But yeah, like Akavar is basically snake people. Or like, I think one of the things was a cat person who becomes a dragon. Or something like that.
Yeah, I saw dragons were listed.
Well, yeah, like that's like dragons and lizards and like snakes and stuff like that. Because that's where like most, if not all, of the Imperial dragon imagery comes from when the Akaviri invaded and when they found
This is a wondrous encounter.
Emperor Raymond was dragonborn. They devoted their entire culture to him, and that's why the blades use all the Akaviri stuff, and like
want something from me?
a lot of like the Imperial symbols are like dragons.
Dragons. Dragons.
Yep, Ebonheart. So, like the main draconic symbol for the Imperials is supposed to be Akatosh.
Right.
And yeah, I was doing some research, Lewis, and like how before I was saying how like Akatosh is a two-headed god in most depictions of him. Like one head is human, one head is dragon, and they're like back to back on his body. And how I was saying like that looks like Yanis, the ancient god, like for real life, where he's got two heads, and
Right.
he's supposed to be the ancient god of pathways, but he is also the god of time.
Ah, tricky time dragon.
Yep, and I'm like, yup. Well, because it's the idea of like he sees the past and the future. And Yanis is the root word for janitor, if anyone's interested in. Because he's supposed to be the god of pathways and corridors. And being a god of pathways and corridors slightly fits a janitor with how many keys they usually have.
Right. Huh.
But yeah, it's like stuff like that where it's just like, then I like, you're like, huh, okay. Like it's stuff like that you never think about.
So you said that I gotta travel back up north, right?
Yeah, to their Shilaku camp. Let's see where that is.
Yeah, the
Uh,
exact opposite side of the map where I'm at.
yeah, like it's the one that's south of that island that we've had to go to multiple times.
Okay.
Let's see. The closest.
What do you think of our city, Outlander?
Trying to see if there's any. The hard part is remembering what all the map symbols mean. So like, there's ones for towns and things like that, but I'm like, cool. Khuul is like the closest city.
Oh no, I knew. I was just like,
Okay.
okay, I gotta get back to.
Up north.
Well, getting back to like the
We make a special trip just for you.
traveling.
Same low price.
Yeah. With yeah, there's no fast travel. Somewhat.
We make a special trip just
I
for
mean, there's fast travel,
Same low
but it's
price.
in-universe fast travel. Like carriages or mage travel. Or giant land fleas.
That's somebody new.
Outlander.
Oh, it's a dreamer.
Oh wow, he's not attacking you. I'm surprised about that because this is supposed to be like where they actively start attacking you.
Interesting.
Like if you don't kill them, they get fixed later. Like after Degathur is gone, they turn back to normal. Oh, well, all right. See you later. It's like in Oblivion, where after you've attacked the Mythic Dawn's base, all like the secret agents of the Mythic Dawn, if they see you in cities, will attack.
Huh. Okay.
And like, there's a couple in each city. From what I remember, because like I remember going through the list of them before I did that quest to kill them first. Because like in this game and Oblivion, casting frenzy on people was not a criminal act. You think it would?
Huh.
But like also in this game, you could just be like taunt a person until they attack you. Be like, I don't like you.
And then it's self-defense.
Basically, yes.
That's monstrous.
Yeah, it's like be like, I don't like you. It's like frenzy. Oh, he attacked me, officer. Just ignore the fact that I used this spell to force him to attack me.
But yeah, no, I was just thinking about like so Akavir with basically like I have a list of things that I think they're all like different races, but I don't know if they have their own like talking points. Like
yeah,
Kamal.
Kamal.
Yeah, Kamal.
Snow demons from Akavir. Wow. Okay. Kamal literally translates in Akaviri to snow hell.
Huh. Neat. But I'm pretty sure that's probably like the gist of that one.
They're seems that they were the ones that, let's see, the Kamal invaded Tamriel under their king, reportedly searching for a person or object they called the ordained receptacle. They basically went straight to Windhelm to attack, but the Nords were able to defend them off. Basically, they kept ignoring certain places and going straight towards others when they were attacking.
So it seemed like they had a
A
weird
plan to look for, to know where to look for it. Let's see. Let's see. On a beach just to the west of Emhart, that would later be called Vivek's Antlers, they were surrounded by a dominant army led by Malexia and an army led by Prince Yoren. The Kamal fought them. Let's see. Basically, they fought until they were able to get their fleet in to evacuate. But at the last moment, a phalanx of Argonians joined in and attacked them.
Oh,
Do you have something to say, Outlander?
The Kamal Raymond Akaviri attempted to rebuild the empire. Oh, yeah. But I forgot about that. For a while, the emperor was from Akavar. Was an Akavirian person, like a snake person. After their Raymond Empire.
huh.
Yeah, like there have been quite a few empires, and like the people who ruled them and stuff. Like I said, like the first, like after Slaying Alessia, the person who ruled the empire was a Minotaur, her son. Because her lover was the descendant of Cain, a bull. Basically, a winged bull who was also. He referred to Perennial Whitestrike as cousin or uncle, I believe.
Hey, Zero T-Town.
Hello. I guess as you know them.
Yep, he's another streamer I know. I'm doing good.
Not bad.
Hope you're doing good.
Just talking about random things. I'm learning a lot of stuff too. It's definitely a lot of stuff that I never would have thought about looking up because I'm just not. I'm like, yeah, Akaviri, whatever. Like snake people who invaded. I'm like, eh. Like it's the history part, like I've said, that I'm like kind of disinterested in. It's more the metaphysical stuff that I like.
I see this van suits you. We welcome you freely, Outlander.
Okay, so I now have to travel to a cave of something or other.
Let's see.
Let's go to Solmatul.
Sorry.
The guardian of the Nevir cult, and he will tell me what to do. Okay, so I gotta
Learn
find.
of the 7 trials. The first and second one of them have already been done.
Under sun and sky, Outlander, we greet you warmly.
From Sul Matul. I believe you talked to him before. He's like the Ashlander guy with the giant bubble shield.
Yep, I'm just trying to remember where.
Yeah, he's in the Urshlaka, whatever, however you pronounce it, camp that you're in.
Right, I'm just trying to remember
Yeah.
him.
May I help you, Outlander?
Yep, that guy.
Third trial. Guide to the path. This is a hard thing to believe, but tag fear. Nearby.
You have to go to Kogaroon and collect a couple of items.
Alright. First token is Corpus Weepings from a Corpus Beast to show that you're proof against the disease corruption. Second is a cup with the mark of House Dagoth.
Dagoth.
Blah. Words. And the third is the Shadow Shield, which is the one you were talking to me about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which lies in the tomb of Dagoth Morin. In the lava tunnels deep beneath. And bring me these 3 and you will have... And I will tell you the secret of the third test. So this is the third trial?
Well, it's more like some of them are like making sure like that you like the corpus sweepings are like to make sure you're immune to corpus.
Right, that one.
Because you just saying it doesn't mean anything.
Right, it's like you must prove it. Like, here you go. Oh, thanks. Why did you hand me this?
Do not hand me that.
But you wanted it. It's like, no, I want you to prove to me that you could get it. You have proven it. Please put it away.
Yeah, go throw it somewhere where no one will ever touch it.
Oh, don't mind me. Oh, nom 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 nom. Oh. Because it's an alchemy
Alright.
item.
Let's
You
see.
could just literally eat it in front of him.
Well, from the in-game appearance of it, it looks like a thing of plastic vomit. So you sure you want to eat it?
No, I would not want to eat it.
Oh,
but
God, yeah,
You gotta
it's like,
remember, this is a
ugh.
video game.
Yeah. Like, get rid of it. Okay.
It's also one of those weird things where, you know, it's like if I was actually playing games how I would normally play it, where it's like, I am Kuthar. It's like, Kuthar would be like, yeah, I'm just going to prove even more. Just
I'm going to eat it.
like, please don't eat it. Well, you want me to prove that I don't need you, you're holding
I
it.
don't need to see you eating it, please.
Like, for the love of God, please don't eat that.
Go be a degenerate somewhere else.
Just leave, and they're like, they go talk to somebody else. He said he was going to eat that corpus weepings in front of me. What? Yeah. Like, are we sure we want this guy to be the Nerevar? And well, I don't
It's
think
like
we
we
have
don't really get a
choice.
choice. It just the person who happened to be it. We didn't get to choose.
All right. Capoton. It's another thing from Akavir.
Oh, I believe that is the tiger who becomes a dragon. Yeah, it is. It is the Tiger Dragon's Empire. The cat folk who, yeah, it's a. Oh god. Basically, yeah, it's like I'm trying to see if they're actually Khajiit. But they're similar in body structure to Khajiit, but they're not Khajiit. Okay. But yeah, instead of spots, they have stripes.
Okay.
It said that their leader transforms himself into a large orange and black dragon.
So
It is unknown how similar he looks compared to the regular dragons of Nern.
So a tiger dragon.
Yeah. I remember there was something where he literally described him eating a dragon and became one.
Oh, like that's how he got his power.
I'm trying to see if that's actually what it was. After the serpent folk ate all the man, they tried to eat all the dragons. They managed to enslave the red dragon, but the black ones had fled to them. Poten. Great war was raged, which left both the cats and the snakes weak, and the dragons all dead. Since that time, the catfolk have tried to become the dragons. Toshraka is the first to succeed. He's the largest dragon in the world, orange and black, and he has many new ideas. So it's like, yeah, he is a tiger dragon.
Interesting.
Basically, there are no humans on Akavir. They were all eaten by the snake people. So there are just, yeah, like it says, like there's 4 remaining races on Akavir. There's the Kamal, the Tangmo, the Shaki, and yeah, and Kapoton, which are like the cat people.
Yeah. Next one was Tangmo.
Tangmo?
Yeah, Tang, and then Mo is how I had it written down.
A lot of these seem to be like all the races that were kind of
Notated.
let's see. I don't know if this is from ESO. They're from Thousand Monkey Island in Akavir. They are literally like the Monkey King kind of look.
Okay,
Like
so
monkey people. The Tangmo are a race of monkey people living in an area known as the Thousand Monkey Island in the region of Akavir. Not a lot known about them. Like other beast races, they are frequently been hunted for being slaves. They are said to routinely fight off the Kamal, snow demons, every summer. Because during the winter, the Kamal freeze and cannot move. Alongside the reptilian Argonians and the feline Khajiits, the primary Tangmo would be good addition. This thing. Being like, you should add these to the Elder Scrolls. Yeah, like it's another race from the area of Akavir, which not much has gone into Akavir as a thing for the games.
Okay.
And but like it's monkey people. Like literally like God, what's it called? That story. Journey West. Or is it Journey East?
I think it's Journey East.
Journey East, yeah, with like the Monkey King and
Song Wukong, the Monkey King, you know.
yep, basically like that. That's what they look like.
Okay.
I should. One second. I'm gonna reopen that list of them because there was a list of races that they wanted to add into the. Let's see. Yeah, the Tang Mo. The. God, a lot of these fucking.
Is it Tsaesci? Is that how it's spelled? Because that's the next thing on my list.
Yeah, like. God, a lot of these words I cannot pronounce. Let's see if I can find a pronunciation guide on it for something real quick. Pronounce Sei-Si or Sei-Chi. A race of vampiric serpent folk. They're the serpent people that ate all the people in Akavir.
Oh, that's...
So the Sei-Chi are the serpent men, who are supposed to range in appearance from like full snakes to snake, like half people. So like the Yanti,
Okay.
if anyone's more familiar with D&D stuff. So basically, yeah, like they're the Elder Scrolls version of the Yanti. And like I said before, it's like they ate all of the men on Akavir.
Interesting. Next on my list is the Yakuda.
Oh, Yokudans are just Red Guards. They're the ancient ancestor. It's like the Atmoran comparison to Nords.
Or like the Chimera for the Dimir.
Yeah. Or technically all elves. The Chimer were basically like one of the, like, yeah. But yeah, like the Yakudans are just the progenitor race for the Red Guards. Back when they had lived on Yakuda, which has now since sunk into the water. Which they, Red Guards managed to escape because they had a massive fleet. Because they're like some of the best sailors in all of the Elder Scrolls. And, but yeah, like, Yakuda is technically from the last Kalpa, which, for those who do not know, is the cycle of death and rebirth that the Elder Scrolls has. Where, like, the universe will collapse and be reborn. And that is referred to as a Kalpa. Like, Alduin eating the world is supposed to be the end of it.
Huh.
And Periite is the next Kalpa's version of Akatosh. So it's the idea of like a dragon will end and start each Kalpa cycle.
Interesting.
And it's said that they used an art that has since been mostly lost, Red Guards, called Blade Singing, where it's basically equivalent of like a high magic form of like summon bound sword, where like they literally could produce swords from thin air, and basically it's like the equivalent of their Thune, where it's like if a person's a master of this, there is nothing they cannot do. And their master blade singers literally cut a hole through time to the next Kulpa to bring Yakuda to it, to save them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like, jeez.
Like, in comparison, like I've heard it described of like, what's gonna happen after Skyrim? Like, what's like the Dragonborn? Dragonborn can technically be like, I'm the emperor of the empire because I am Dragonborn. And it's like, people are like, well, how is he gonna get all those people on his side? It's like, what's the last shout you learn in Elder Scrolls usually? If you play through
The storyline.
the storyline, including DLC in their release order, you learn the Dominate spell as a shout. Mind Bend, where it literally can command dragons to your will.
Yeah.
I've heard it described as you can literally go into the console for the Empire and be like, I'm in control now.
Yeah, okay. Works for me.
Yeah, it's literally like that's probably what might happen. Like if they advance the storyline forward a couple decades, if not longer, it might be like, yeah, like the Dragonborn after he did all this stuff went
Oh.
on and crushed the Thalmor. Because fuck the Thalmor. It's like, yeah, we formed a secret organization inside the secret organization that wants to destroy all of existence. It's like, do the others know about it? No. Like, that's the main goal of the Thalmor. Like, secretly. Like, they want to stop Nirn from having the Culpa cycle so they can be free. Like, they don't just want to start the cycle again. They want to have it stop forever. And, like I've said before, like, unfortunately, they do eventually win. At least in Michael Kirkbride's extended canon.
Okay.
Because, yeah, like, to the High Elves, they're trapped in a cycle of death and rebirth. But, like, for, like, human race is just, you know, you're born, you die. That's it.
Right, there's nothing to it. It's just...
But, like, to, like, High Elves that, like, follow this kind of stuff, they're like, our mortal spirit is trapped here forever. We cannot escape. Sorry, I had a monster earlier.
You're fine.
Okay. But like technically, like I was saying like a couple weeks ago, how like Shore is technically Lorcain and you play Lorcain, which is why you don't see him there when you go to Sovngarde in Skyrim, because you know you're him. It's because Lorcain is gathering all the human spirits, or at least all the spirits willing to join him, to fight the Elven menace in the next Culpa. He's basically gathering the best warriors together to help him fight.
So wait,
I mean, he's got fucking Ygrimmar. Who else is the best at killing elves?
Wow.
Yeah, like you go, like when you go to Sovngarde, you can talk to the Ygrimmar, and he's got Uhthrod on his back. And like with some of the mods I have, and gives him his proper armor set. You know, like with the tall helmet and stuff that he has in the statue. Which you can actually find in the companions endgame area for them. Which you can wear. Which kind of looks goofy on your character. Honestly.
A lot of moon sugar over here.
Well, I mean, you're in like a rogue area kind of thing. You're like in the under city.
Fair enough.
Yeah, like let's see, there's the like from this list that I found for like 10 races people wish were playable, like the Tangmo, the monkey people, the Lil Moth It are fox people.
Okay.
They reside in Black Marsh.
Oh.
Said that they used to.
Oh, okay.
They were driven out by the Argonians for some reason. Most, if not entirely, of the race was wiped out by the Cathenian flu that you were talking about last
Oh,
week.
okay. Yeah, the ESO flu.
Yeah, the Kangpo Tun are the Tiger people. Like, that's what the Tiger inhabitants of Akavir. But, like, they actually look like tigers more than, like, the Khajiits do, usually. The Khajiits can vary in appearance. They seem to be, like, the animals, like, the humanoid animal appearance that some Khajiit have. Let's see, they're similar to Khajiits in ways, but it's also similar. They're basically the akin to them as the Nords are to the Imperials. It says. And then there's the Imga, the monkey people from the Somerset Isles, where they're not like the Tangmo. These are like gorilla people, and they venerate the Altmer so much they will sometimes shave all their fur off to appear more like them.
I think we touched on them before.
Yeah, but like, yeah. I talk about, and then there's the some of these names. The Daedric sorcerer, the Dremora sorcerers, like the horns, the Zivalia,
Oh,
like the ones you see in Oblivion that are like high level.
yeah, the ones that you fight in the towers.
Yeah. Like, I don't see ever being able to add Dramoran races to
Right, that kind
playable
of...
races. Because, like, when you die, you guys at Dramora on Nern, you go back to your Daedric realm. Let's see, there's the Reachmen, which are similar enough to the Bretons where there's basically no difference.
Yeah, we've talked
Like,
about
the
that.
Reachmen is just a subculture of the Bretons
Yeah, it's
that
like
worship, like...
You can play a Reachman, you just gotta play a style of Breton.
Mm-hmm. Basically, like, if you play a Breton Druid, you're pretty close to a Reachman. The Iliads are all dead. I mean, they were literally converted into Bretons. Like the Need and the Iliad interbred until they became the Bretons. So why would there be many, if any, left over? Also including the fact that they were a fear-mongering slaver race that enslaved people of Cyrodiil, who's and also the main enemy of the Iliad elves was playing Whitestrake, who killed millions of them. So why would like potentially, like, if the Sorcerer Kings did not end up killing him by fighting all together, he would have wiped out that entire race. He probably would have wiped out all elves in general. And then there's Snow Elves. There's literally only one left. Dwemer, there's one left. And, yeah.
I just fought Dagathol.
Yeah, just one of his high, like, priests, basically.
Okay.
Like, Dagoth is basically the surname to, like, the house.
Oh, okay.
You know, like how, like, yeah. Like, you'll see people in the game that are called, like, Halalu. Because, like, that's still a family name.
Okay.
But, like, all his high followers are Dagoth something. Like, all the Ash vampires you find are Dagoth, you know, blank.
Huh. Alright.
Well, it's like, it's House Dagoth. But did you find the cup?
No.
Is that what you're here looking for?
Well, I need to find the cup and the shield, right?
Where are you?
Uh,
You're supposed to go to Kogarun.
I am in Kogarum. I was in Charma's Breath, and it had a section called the Red Mountain region. So I guess it was leaving that area, and I didn't fully realize.
Yeah, they're all in the ruins of Kogarun.
Okay, so it's just a matter of work my way back. Oh, hey, there's a door over here that I didn't look at. Bleeding Heart. Okay. Flame action. Oh, God. It's like run straight at the one. There's another one around the corner.
Yeah. I forget what the Flame Action Ox looked like in Oblivion.
I didn't know what they looked like, so like when the first time I saw one, I closed the door. Hey, Jedi.
Hey, Jedi.
Yeah, I closed the door and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that is. That's terrifying. And it's like, all right, well, I got nothing left to lose. Open up. It's like, oh, never mind.
But like, I like the idea of like the Atronachs being bound in ways, but like how like the Flame Atronach is like has like armor around it.
Right. That
Because
like,
and like
that's what keeps it in its form.
yeah.
How's it going? It's going good tonight. You know, we're having decent discussions.
Yeah, like mostly it's like all about like the Akiviri stuff, which is like I've never really looked into because it's like
Oh, God.
snake people. Like I said, it's like snake people. Okay.
It's like a mind flare, but fat.
I told you. Like I said, like it's like a fat ass mind flare. Yeah, those are ascended dreamers. I believe that's what they're called. But that's like the final stage for a dreamer. Like the ones that have tentacle faces, or like the hole in their head. I mean, that's literally what he's doing.
I mean,
But I mean, like a Daedric Katana is just a very nice pointy stick.
Man, they are not fast.
Oh no, I told you they're fat. Also, yeah, like you just walk back over there, hit him once, and just disapparates.
Oh, I was not expecting that. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go this way first. Yeah, I can take you. You're not as
Yeah, see how this guy has like this
a single.
like the single like elephant horn or elephant snout on his face. That's basically like the stage before what the other one became. Because like you'll meet the ones that have just the hole in the face.
Hey, Shadow Shield.
You know, yeah, it's a shield that lets you cast invisibility on yourself.
And restore fatigue.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And I don't have to, I don't hand this in, right?
I don't.
Okay. Well, we'll not
Yeah, I was about to
equip
say,
it to...
just wait. Let's see.
Yeah, whacka, whacka, whacka. Run away! Run away! Oh, hey, Gaunts. Oh, Daedric. Well, that's a pretty good penny.
It does not say anything about him taking them. It says he congratulates you on retrieving all 3 items, and then rewards you with another item.
Neat.
Which, hey, is a belt that lets you cast healing.
Yes, more minor healing items.
Yes, more more magic items let me heal.
Fuck. Take you down, you bastards. Okay, so at this point, the only thing I need is a cup.
So you got the weeping wrappings or whatever.
Yeah, the corpus weepings.
Weepings. Yeah. Now you need the house cup, house Dagoff cup. Which I remember.
I probably skipped that, like, early on. Knowing me.
Let's see. The cup is on a table. In Dome of Pollux Eve.
Okay.
If I'm reading this correctly.
Alright, well. I'll have to find
It's
that.
a very prominent cup. It's all like spiky and stuff.
Okay, so it's something that I wouldn't have missed.
I mean, you just might not have. I don't know how big it is. But it definitely doesn't look like a normal cup. From the picture, at least.
Alteration went up, yay!
Maybe it's 50. It's like, that's not.
No, I'm just like, by the time I actually get to, oh, my strength is actually in red.
It's not listed because you're still kind of. Huh. Do you ever restore strength at all?
I picked up a whole bunch of stuff, so I might.
That was one of the spells I recommended you getting.
Fortify.
No, like if you find a shrine to pray at, that'll be good enough. But yeah, like I said, like getting a restore strength is probably pretty important.
Restore attribute.
Yeah, but like more importantly, strength, because like if you have no way to get yourself out of it, there are monsters that can literally drain most of your strength
Oh, I know.
and make it so you can't leave.
I ran into that issue during my training
Yeah.
of myself up. Who? That's your fucking thing. Yeah.
But yeah, like this rune is one of the few ways to get into the Ghost Gate without going through the entrance or going over.
Yep, you told me about that before.
And so like, yeah, like all the plates contained inside Ghost Gate. Be like, no, it's not.
All right, where was it again? The cup.
Dome of Pollux Eve.
Dome of. Okay, that.
I don't know if that's actually where it is, but that's where it says. Can be found in the Domes of Pollux Eve. The cup is on a table.
All right, we'll just have to explore. Like Telvanni Dust Adept Helm. Gold. Ash statue.
Yeah, those are the statues I was telling you about last time, where like they glow slightly. Yeah, yeah. You see that? That pile of gold? It's in their symbol.
All right.
And yes, I have picked up every single one of these gold coins before. But yeah, it's in like the house symbol. Because like, and you look at all the furniture in this room, it's all weird because, they're supposed to be like that. They're kind of going crazy. I mean, this is definitely not worth it. But it's just one of those things.
Okay, hold on. It's like as I'm walking away, I noticed like the ridgy shadows.
Oh, like, yeah, like the taller ones. Amazing gameplay.
Sorry.
No, I mean, like, it's just, you can see why they stopped doing stuff like this. Where it's just like,
Like, it wouldn't be bad if they actually, like, did that, but, like, had it to where it's like, you can collect the whole thing as a pile.
They kind of had that in Skyrim for the DLC, where like they had gold piles where it would give you a bunch of gold when you used it and you picked it up, which was nice. I wish they would have incorporated that more into like ruins. Like seeing a big pile of gold on like a table would have been cool,
Right.
like in a bandit hideout, like next to like their chest and stuff. That would have been neat. It's like they did stuff like that for Dawnguard, where they added a bunch of like stuff around for the farmer.
Right, whereas, like...
It just more flavor stuff. And I mean, like, I have a mod pack right now that, like, literally remakes some of the smaller cities.
Like the Falmer cities?
No, like,
Oh,
cities.
okay.
Like, the non-walled cities.
The ones that you can just basically walk straight into.
Yeah. Like, it gives them properly Nordic-looking houses where, like, they're, like, really tall. And stuff like that. It's like, yeah. But yeah, see the chairs?
Oh yeah, no, this is...
Because I think there's a note or something you could find where he's like, the chairs are talking to him and telling him to do that. Oh, nice. Restore strength.
Yep. No, I just gotta
I
find
think
it.
they might have put that there for a reason.
Yeah, it's like this, and then the symbols.
Yeah, see, like the beetle looking thing.
Yeah, it's like, you've lost it, my friend.
I mean,
I forgot, did the sleepers even
it's
choose to be sleepers, or were they just
they're
randomly...
basically weak-willed people who got converted by being driven mad by Dagothur.
Okay.
Basically, like the people who are most susceptible were the ones who turned. And the connection Dagothur is to Dagoth from H.P. Lovecraft, driving people mad. And squid people.
Right.
Classic H.P. Lovecraft stuff. So it might be in that dome right there, like in those dome ones.
Right here.
Hey, all right.
It's like I only entered one building so far, and I know there were a couple doors at base level, so...
Yeah, it's basically like the equivalent of like in Bloodborne, where it's like in madness lies insight. It's like, okay.
There we go. Got the cup.
I see. It's very, like I said, it's a very prominent cup.
Right. Alright, give me a second. I'm gonna get up and get something to drink.
No problem. if anyone else has any other questions they want to ask or want to know about stuff for Elder Scrolls or honestly anything really, like I like looking up lots of anything basically. I mean, within reason. Like, don't expect me to go to like some weird site to look up something. And be like, nope. Like, I just like researching information in general. That's why I always play the lore person in all the games we play mostly for tabletop.
All right.
Do you miss being on video though?
Oh, a little bit with the camera. Yeah, I miss the camera a little bit.
What?
Oh, I was talking to Kim about some stuff, and
Being on video.
one of the things was like, do you miss having the cam active? And it's like, sort of, but we're getting towards that time of the year where
Wear a shirt.
I'll be able to tolerate wearing a shirt and having the heat of the computer.
If everybody can hear me, hello.
Yes.
Yes. at least Andy hears you.
Andy can hear me?
Yeah.
Hi, Andy.
Yeah. I can.
I'm gonna be 30.
Like, I don't know if other people hear, but I do.
Wrong person to say that to.
What?
She's like, I'm gonna be 31 in a month.
17th. It's a month.
She's gonna be 31 in a month, and I'm like,
I'll be 38 weeks.
How old is Andy?
It turns 38.
No.
Yep.
No. I thought you were
I'm the
younger
oldest
than
person in the
you.
group.
You thought Andy was younger than I was?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
That's just because I look young.
Okay, technically with me, or with Andy, Adam, Brittany, and me,
Uh-huh.
I'm the youngest. Because Brittany was born literally 3 days ago. So she was born basically 4 months ahead of me.
Yeah.
That is literally how that works.
Yeah. And I'm the oldest.
Yeah.
I know, and it's like, honestly, it apparently seems to surprise people when I tell them how old I am.
I have her
I
in
don't
the
know.
troll's dress.
Oh.
No, no, I understand why people can get that, because you don't exactly... Well, I'm not talking...
technically vengeful.
Yeah. Jedi, I know you're the oldest out of the D&D group. I'm just saying, like, out of
Oh, yeah. Our group of,
people that...
like decade-old friends.
Yeah. Well, I mean... if we're counting the D&D group, I'm pretty sure it's Jedi is the oldest, and then Sword is the youngest?
Yeah.
I don't remember how old Art is.
Who's the second
I
youngest?
don't know.
It's probably Art
No, no.
in the D&D group.
I've never met Art in real life or Jedi, so
Oh,
I
out
don't
of
know.
the four of us?
So is it you?
So
Brittany?
me youngest, Brittany, Adam, Andy.
Andy. Okay.
Yeah. Out of the four, yeah, that's how that goes. But
Yeah,
by
out of the four planeswalkers, I'm the oldest.
yeah, as we discuss it, with what normal people be like, what? Out of the
What are you
play.
talking about? Also, Jedi, I don't respect anyone. Like, honestly, there are very few people I respect. And I do not give respect for no reason.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care how old you are. I don't care, like, what you've done in your life. Like, respect is something you don't just hand out.
That's why it's like if somebody asks me if you respect me, I'd be like, I don't know. Nor do I care. All I know is that he is okay with me.
I've told, like, you know this, Lewis, and like mostly it's I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Like, I have a strong sense of apathy towards most, if not all, things. Like, to varying degrees. Oh, you have Daedric gauntlets. Where the heck did you get those?
In the fucking
Oh, in Kogarun?
Yeah.
Nice. I mean, they're still not as good as the ones you already have.
Right. I picked them up for, when I eventually decided.
They're worth a lot.
Yeah. I gotta make a visit.
Unfortunately, there's no mannequins you can put them on in this game.
Right. So at some point I gotta visit go visit the crab merchant again.
Yeah. I'm looking through this quest description for the one you're on right now, Lewis. Like it's all like normal quest stuff until the last one where it's get recognized by all the Ashlander tribes as the Nerevar, and then like go to all three houses and get recognized as their Hordador, which is like their. So it's like a lot of walking around.
So a lot of traveling.
Yes. But now you've got to go back to what's his name in the camp.
Yep, that one I knew. I knew where I was going on that. It just,
Okay.
you had to help
And the
me
next
find
place is the place I always had the hardest time finding for some reason. Though looking at the map of it now, it makes sense where to go.
I'm gonna wait until I get told where to go, and then I will see if I can figure it out. Just gotta keep making sure that I'm walking in the right direction.
Also, yeah, that the mod list also included for Morrowind included the expanded graphics so that you could see a further distance away, where it was more akin to Oblivion style.
Right, to where you could actually see a decent distance and be like,
Yeah.
okay.
There wasn't like the PlayStation 1 fog cloud around you.
Excuse me, people.
Which
Good
was
try.
out like the difference between Morrowind and Oblivion, like that was the biggest thing that stuck out to me. It's like how you can just look and see like there's a town over there. And like you can from mostly anywhere on the map you could see the Imperial City.
Right.
Yeah, you're meant to go to the Cavern of the Incarnate.
Gain the moon and star, which I'm gonna guess is
Moon and Star, the ring.
okay. And then bring it to
No, it's like
and then the blessiness is the belt that you were telling me about.
which honestly I don't think you have any other better belt.
Nope, not that I can think of.
You just on use heal yourself, so yeah, it's pretty good.
And also apparently fortify agility.
Which, whatever.
Right, I okay. So at the cavern.
The trick it's up north. It's basically almost along the same coastline as the camp is.
So like in this area where the map is kind of discolored.
Okay, to the right there where you see that line of mountains that goes south.
Okay. Oh, like here?
No, yeah, like the long one.
Yeah.
Head to the top area right there along the coast.
Oh, so it's like right.
That's the area where once we get there I can lead you fairly easily.
Okay.
Because it's a place called the Valley of Wind. And it's just a long, straight tunnel that leads right to it almost. Like, that's the trick of getting there.
Okay. I do want to go back and try and sell some stuff, so...
Okay.
Alright, here we go. Hey, buddy. I'm gonna pay you to repair stuff.
Just don't talk about how you've killed like a dozen ordinators. Yeah, do not sell your freaking Daedric katana.
Here. Oh. So, oh. Cup? No.
That's one thing also I like from Skyrim, where it'd be like it only shows the items you can sell to that person. I think, or I might be wrong. Oh yeah, it only lists the items you can sell to them. Like that's the only tabs that have open. That might be the UI I use, but I don't know.
Like, oh, that's right. I can
Sell the regular shield, use the magic shield. I know it doesn't do anything much that'll help you, but you know. And you're using a spear right now, so a shield doesn't help.
Ironically, it's still equipped.
Well, yeah, because you know you can still switch over to a one-handed weapon.
One. Exhale. Offer. The 6 health amulets that literally just drain your
Is there
personality.
something you need?
Well, it's basically like their holy symbol, where it's like looking at it will drive you insane.
Here you go. It's like, thank you.
It's like you should not be selling those,
You are a horrible person.
especially to a bunch of dumb nerds.
Yeah, they're probably like, oh, hey, I know. Ah, you're a smart one.
No, I don't want that. Like in the other games
Go
where you'd be
ahead,
like,
Outlander. What
it's
do
like,
you
hey,
need?
you want to buy this Daedric artifact? You'd be like, you should not sell that to other people. First off, that is a quick way to get that Daedra really mad at you, because you know you're their champion.
Oh, yeah, selling off the, like,
We make a special trip just for you.
Yeah, it's like
Same
they
road,
gave
though.
that to you as a reward for service. Like, do not sell that item.
alright. Time to go do something. Or mages.
How many?
Do. Going straight to enchant guy.
What are you gonna do?
Oh, you have empty soul gems.
Also, I don't know if you do it in this game, but I think you might be able to. But you can enchant paper to kind of make scrolls.
You know, that would make sense as to why.
How you can make scrolls. Like you buy a blank piece of parchment and enchant it with a spell.
Yeah. Huh. Alright.
But the problem with the Morrowind style enchanting is you get to keep using the item. So it's like it won't go away like a regular scroll. So it's like somehow I made a scroll where it's just a piece of paper you read the spell on and you can just use it. If it has power.
Right. It's like, wait, you did what now?
Turn that to a spell book. Oh man. Oh, that's actually a really neat idea for a wizard where it's like, technically I don't cast spells. I just use the power in the spells in my spell book to cast the spells. The magic's not from me.
It's just like, what?
Where it's like technically my spell book is just a bunch of scrolls that do not get destroyed when I use them. Be like, okay, so anyone could pick up your spell book and use it? It's like, no.
No, I
Do
still.
you know? It's like, go ahead, try. Can you read magic at will? Or constantly?
I can't train you in alchemy. Oh.
I mean, it just means that their skill's not high enough for compared to yours.
I know. Which is a commonplace thing for me to deal with, where it's like, I can't help you anymore. Like, I know.
Like I said, the trick was for me was find the master trainer, make a spell that drain that skill by 100 for a couple seconds, cast it, train, cast it, train, cast, train, cast, train, and it's always as if you're level 1 for the cost.
Oh.
And because of that, also, you could train, I believe, past 100 because of that exploit. I might be wrong on that, though.
If you wish to talk, it is
Barter.
no trouble at all.
How strong is a winged twilight?
Pretty good up there. I mean, it's 60,000 for that one. How much do you have? You have 6,000. That is 60,000.
Let's see. Oh, hey, look, a glass shield, glass cross, Daedric Right Gauntlet.
Like, oh, there we go.
Actually, hold on. I'll take the gauntlet back, or not the gauntlet back, but the cross back. Gauntlet, gauntlet, add in short sword, and then
I like how that person has a lot of Dark Brotherhood armor.
well, that was actually because that's where I kind of got ambushed around.
Attacked a bunch.
And I make 900 from selling off some amulets.
Yeah.
Enchanting.
So are you going to use a Wing of Twilight's soul to make a magic item? Just remember, magic items do have a enchantment limit.
Like the number of enchantments you can put on it?
No, like depending on the power.
Okay.
Like, see how it says enchantment 0 of 18? Like, depending on like what it is, like takes up a certain amount of points. You can have on strike restore magic on self, I think, or even restore health, maybe.
So when strike self.
Self heal be like 5 points. See if how that works. Like 1 to 5 points, maybe.
And then of course I have to be able to pay for it as well.
Mm-hmm. But right now it's
So 30.
it's at 4,000 right now. And I mean, that's a great weapon. Every time you strike, it heals you. I mean, it doesn't need to be that high.
It's a duration of 1 second. I have something to make back the money I just would use for this too.
I know. Like, this is almost 6,000. But, like, this is the kind of stuff I liked about this enchanting style, where it's like, hey, whatever, man. Just, I want a sword that when I hit people with it, it heals me. Oh, you mean like an absorb spell? It's like, no, I mean like where it just heals me.
Just going up 1 second doubles the price.
Yeah, well, yeah.
What do you think? Restore 30.
If you knew a restore fatigue, I would say put that on there instead.
Okay, let's go talk to
Greetings and salutations.
spells.
Yeah, she's the alchemist lady, so she might know restores.
Nope.
Restore health, yeah.
A sincere welcome to you.
Maybe the Khajiit lady, because she's also an alchemist.
True. It's very true. Only has training.
Okay.
If I leveled up my enchanting, would that reduce the cost of it?
No, that just makes it so you can do better
Okay.
when you self-enchant it.
Is yours, friend?
Alright. We'll do some quick
Look
travel.
around, see if anyone...
Welcome. If you wish to talk,
You're in
it
good
is
company,
really no
friend.
trouble at all.
Welcome. Greetings, honored. Greetings to you. A
Spells.
pleasure to meet you.
Lots of training.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know where to begin. It is such an honor to meet you.
I like just a spell called
I must
Sleep
say, I
because
find
it
you
does
interesting
fatigue
right
damage.
now. Please go ahead.
Because when a person has 0 fatigue, they fall over.
Nope, nothing.
Let's see. I'll look up real quick.
Welcome, friend. The day is yours. What shall we talk about?
Gotta make that super powerful sword.
Restore fatigue. Spells. Just looking at a list of NPCs, and I'm like, okay, gotta open up all these, see where if they're Imperial Priest or healer. Yeah, look, basically it's like you have to find a healer.
Oh, so I have to find like a temple.
Yeah, most, if not all, of these people seem to be in temples.
Okay, I'm going.
Which, if I remember right, was how it was in Oblivion too, where like you can go to like the divine temples and be like, there's usually a healer there who could teach you the restoration spells.
I don't.
But,
Temple.
so where are you right now? In Belmore?
Yeah. Was the Dunmer temple in Belmore? Balmora.
Yes. Hillis Salvani.
Speak, traveler.
He's got like a 3-part mohawk.
3-part mohawk guy. Got it.
The spellmakers, if I remember, are downstairs.
Speak, traveler.
All right.
No, it's that guy. Okay, I was wrong. There's absorb fatigue.
Absorb fatigue.
I mean, yeah, like it'll knock guys over and they can't defend themselves from you beating them up. Like unarmed actually doesn't do normal damage at first. It only does fatigue damage, and it only does lethal damage after they're knocked down.
Yeah, we'll go with the cheaper.
Cheaper one.
Yeah, the cheaper restore fatigue spell.
I would say check to see how much fatigue it costs per weapon swing.
For what?
Per weapon swing.
Oh, per weapon swing.
And just be like, that's how much it gives me. Like,
Alright.
as long as I'm swinging against like someone, it's always gonna work. Like, that's so cheesy.
Alright, we will wait until fatigue is up. Okay.
How much was it?
I used 3 fatigue on 1 swing.
Wow. So like, do 5 and you'll be fine.
Do need to do.
It's not like you're stealing it from them either. So it's not gonna run out until the weapon charge gets rid of, gone.
I don't know what that is, but I'll take it. And that.
You getting blessings for?
Well, I need restore strength.
Oh, yeah. Is your strength still down?
Yeah.
Well, these people might have a spell for it. Restore attribute.
Well, there's
I
a
think-
cheap restore strength.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. Here I also have alchemy items, so let's see if you have anything that restores strength. No, you have a bunch of stuff that drains strength, though. However, though,
I mean,
I'm not going to pay for any of these for this potion. You're going to pay me to buy this potion.
technically you are. It is bartering. Just because it's in things you consider worthless.
Well, I mean, I did give them alchemy items, so I mean...
Yeah.
Hey, you know enchanting. I need you to take my sword. This.
Like a freaking Daedric sword.
Yeah, imagine handing them that and be like, I need you to take this. It's like, what? Yeah, what? I do 5 fatigue.
And 5 health.
Yeah.
Like, okay. You're like, on strike, open lock. You're like,
What?
you just hit. I know, it wouldn't. I don't know if it works.
Just hit a
I
lock
never-
with a weapon.
That would actually be really cool if it did. It'd be like, just have a big hammer that open lock 100. Be like, is it magic or is he just hitting the door really hard?
I can't tell. You have successfully created an enchanted item.
There you go. Now that is a good sword. How many charges does it have?
300.
Wow. And your enchanting's not bad, so it's going to recharge at a decent rate. So, yeah. Because, yeah, like, unlike the other games, magic items recharge just in your inventory, depending on your enchanting skill. And Kuthar has, like, a 40.
Yes. Because I spent training on off-screen training montage.
Yeah. Like, if you wanted, you could play an artificer character who only uses magic items from items. And they say one of the best the best way to become very powerful in this game is make a bunch of items that do the spells you need, where like you just cycle through them. Just be like, and they don't have a cast time. Like if you have like, at least I believe they don't. Where like you can like spam them pretty rapidly.
All right.
This is an
I'm
honor.
gonna save real quick. I mean, I've been playing for 2 hours, so I've actually gone very dangerous without saving for 2 hours.
Oh god, yeah. But like, you see the difference between like just like 2 hours, no crashes, very stable gameplay.
You wake, hear something.
All right, time to test the sword. Like, hey, other members of the Mages Guild, why did you not notice this guy walking up to me? He's just picture like the Mages Guild watching this person walk in as you're sleeping, and they're just like, "Hey, what's up? He's right over there."
Yeah, it's like, "Rawr," it's like
It's like, "Oh, don't worry, we know he'll just like wipe
this.
you out."
It's like it's one of those things where it's like, if there was a new person in the guild, it'd be like, "Oh God, should we do this?" Like, no, let it go.
He's fine.
He'll be fine.
Wow, your stats are really high, honestly. Also, what I really liked is that mod list added in willpower-based mana regeneration, like in Oblivion.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, God, that's so helpful. That's so nice.
Like I said, me playing Oblivion, it's like that's the one thing I noticed. I'm like, wait, what? And then I looked. I'm like, where's this coming from? It's like, oh wow.
Also, just so people are aware, when Kuthar does play Oblivion, we have it set up where he's going to roll on a table for race and class randomly.
Yep.
And are you going to be doing that when we start the stream?
Oh, when
Or
we start
before.
Oblivion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll actually do it at the beginning of the.
Okay. My hope is Orc Mage. Because
I like the idea that that's.
well, because like Gopher, like that was one of his first characters, an orc, like sorcerer, basically. I don't know if you know Gopher.
No, doesn't sound familiar as a person.
If there's anything I can do,
I
am
might,
humbly at your
but
service.
without realizing it. Okay.
like his is actually like Gopher's like style for role playing, like where he actually stays in character while he's playing. Usually that bugs me. When every time I've seen it for other people, it bugs me. But like for
he
him, it
does
actually
in a way
works.
that it works.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good.
And like he's still putting out Skyrim videos.
Well, Grandma Shelley is still.
Yeah. She's gonna be in Elder Scrolls 6.
She's there's
A
also a mod.
NPC.
Yeah, there's also a mod team that turned her into an NPC for Skyrim too.
I know. The mod list I use has her in there.
Nice.
I mean, the only thing I do is go to her house and loot it because it's full of good stuff.
Where would you like to go?
Because like I very rarely like traveling with companions. I've only found one mod companion that I've actually liked.
I mean, to be fair, I can't blame you on that.
Because like he actually like all the mod companions I've ever found, it's like I have a tragic backstory, and blah blah blah.
It's
and,
like,
you
dude,
know, like
shut up.
but like Lucian for Skyrim is the only mod companion I've ever found that I actually like almost completely like, because like he's not annoying, and you can actually build him to be a certain class as you play through the game with him. Like in one of my playthroughs, I played a mage, and it's like normally he's a mage, but I'm like, you're gonna be a warrior this time.
I like is the idea that like the idea of having a companion that you can build.
Yeah, because like you can actually teach him. Like if your skill's high enough in a skill, he'll ask you to teach him stuff, and like it'll slightly increase the skill for that. And what's also nice is there's a big list of names that he can call you, and he'll actually call you that. Like my current one is Bjorn, because I'm a Nord short for a werebear. And yes, I'm actually playing werebear in Skyrim. Well, good luck getting that one.
How long is this still going for? 40 seconds.
Not worth it. Keep going.
I mean, I am literally just searching for Mudcrab Merchant.
Oh, okay.
I just can't
Do you remember where he is?
I know the general area. It's just a matter of finding him. That's the issue.
Yeah, those that are not aware, there is a talking mud crab, who is the best merchant in the game. But he is out in the middle of nowhere.
And he is literally named Mudcrab, so...
Yes. The only difference is he does not attack you on sight.
Yeah, so that's literally how I found him. I just went from island to island.
Like, walk up to a mud crab, be like, do you want to attack me?
I know which one he is now. Because I remember the island setup, you know.
Like, I've seen a mod for Skyrim where it adds him into Solstheim.
Nice.
But to differentiate, he has a giant freaking backpack on him.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, look. There's one of the Daedric Wakasashis that I sold him.
Be like, yeah. And he has 10,000 gold on him, somehow.
Here. Take my glass cross. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, it was a great trade, too.
Just 10,000 gold.
He made a noise. It's like, yeah, it was a good trade, wasn't it? It's like, just imagine if somebody was like, really was trying to spy on your character for like the main bad guy. It's just
like from their point of view, a lot of stuff you do would seem
insane.
No, like in general, would be like, think of from an outside point of view, what an NPC would see as your character. Like, you stand still for hours at a time, not moving. You will like leave and come back and be like much stronger within like a couple of days.
It's like I think they might know I'm following them. How do you know? Because he looked at me and did the whole, pointed at his eyes, pointed at me thing. And he didn't kill you?
I think he just didn't care.
Yeah, it's like, I don't think he cares about it at all.
He does not seem to perceive us as a threat. It's like, well, he should. And it's like, the next day, it's like, that guy's dead. The guy who talks shit is dead. Like, he just teleported into one of our bases and killed us all. Like, it's even more pronounced, like, in, like, Oblivion, where you can actually fast travel around.
Same low price.
Yeah, because it's like,
He just showed up and just started doing stuff. And then left.
like it was nothing. Alright.
Where would you like to go?
Yeah, like, stick to the coast until you basically get to that mountain ridge. Mountain line, like I was saying. If that's where you're going.
Yep. Hello, random sleeper, dreamer guy.
Like, if you leave them alive, after you kill they got through it, they'll turn back to normal and be like, oh, man.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like, what's happening?
Nothing, I saved your life. Here's this weapon. Like, what? It's like, why are you handing me a weapon? Yeah. Just cause.
Yeah.
No,
You got any more things on your list that you want to talk about?
Anu. A-N-U.
Anu. Oh, duh. I'm like, I just want to make sure. It was Anu and Padme. Or Padome. It's Padome is nothing, Anu is everything, and they are the primordial forces that birthed all of creation.
Okay.
Let's see. Anu, the everything, is thought to be a quintessential form of stasis, the anthropomorphization of one of the two primordial forces, the other being Padme.
Okay.
Each of the races has their own name for it, being whatever. Anu is from the monomyth from the Imperials, I believe.
Okay.
Yep, Imperials. But yeah, like, I remember reading where it was like Anu is like birthed a bunch of stuff and it made Padme angry and something like that. As the story goes, time began when the two forces entered the void. The interplay to led them to all of creation. Started with Nur, not Nern. And it was typically described as masculine term, and Nur as feminine. Oh, that's what it is, yeah. Anu and Nur birthed a bunch of things, and Padme did not like this and killed Nur. Nur, wounded, gave birth to the 12 worlds of creation before dying. When Padme attacked and shattered these worlds, Anu fought him off and salvaged creation by combining the remnants into one world, Nirn. That actually does not fit with the creation myth from Lorcain. Because it's the idea of like Lorcain is who made Nirn by tricking all the other Et'Ada into giving up their energy to it and binding them to it. Yeah, see, like it even says like Anu's blood split during the battle with his brother, becoming the stars. And the mingled blood of the two brothers became the Aedra. So it's like this is just a different Anu and Padme are they're basically
A different interpretation on how things became.
but it's also the idea of like because it says they traveled into the void and like the void is supposed to be Sithis. But it's at least I always thought that Padme birthed Sithis, who then birthed Lorcain. I might be wrong.
Wow. That's a whole bunch of... whole bunch of stuff that makes my brain go, huh.
Like I've said before, like the Elder Scrolls stuff is supposed to be interpretive. Like the creator has even said, like where it's like, not every book you read is going to be right, because it's from the person's perspective. And this is the interpretation from the book The Monomyth. And that book might be wrong. Because the Monomyth idea is that there's just one god. Which for the Elder Scrolls world is kind of weird. Because, like, you know, there's the Aedra and the Daedra.
Right. It's the idea.
That people worship.
Alright, looks like I should be able to get up off of the water from here. Do.
Huh. I did not know this. Mundus is also referred to as Grey Maybe. I don't know why.
Huh.
Oh, that actually makes sense now thinking about it, because it's literally a combination of light and dark.
Oh, so...
It is where gray is.
Do.
Yeah, see, like, even, like, the lore from Mundus goes against what, the Monomyth says, because, like, the lore on Mundus, from the wiki at least, reinforces the Lorcain myth. Where it's like, you know, like, he tricked the other Edada into creating, Nirn.
Huh.
Like, the Monomyth is, like, Anu, and Nier gave birth to Nirn. So it's like, so like the Monomyth might just be someone's idea that got written into a book, where like they just wanted to not have, like they wanted to have one singular deity to worship, which is why it's called the Monomyth.
Huh.
I mean, it's like, well, our gods came from somewhere. Where'd they come from? It's like, well, they came from this being. I was like, well, why don't we just worship that?
The idea of the overarching...
Yeah, it's like, who's the bigger one? We worship that one. Also with that, making all the alchemy stuff, like the mod list actually adds in, you could use cups and pitchers to fill in with water to drink. And they had like a certain level of full that you had to, use. Yeah, I believe hungers are from the Shivering Isles.
Right, because I think we had that discussion the other week about the fact that some Daedra are from certain ones, and then there are just like the basics.
But I think the hunger might be one of those ones that's like a generic one, like scamps.
Oh, like it's a form of scamp.
No, I mean like where like it's a generic one that can kind of go wherever.
Oh, because technically hunger would be everywhere.
Maybe, I don't know. It's like, 'cause I remember like that there's different versions of them.
Okay. So I'm in line with that mountain range that you were talking about, I think.
Okay, there's a corridor leading south, that you should follow, where it's like that, like the straight area.
Okay. Like
And then don't go up any hills, just stay on the path, and it should kind of go around a corner and lead you into the Cavern of the Incarnate. Like you'll pass an ancestral tomb on the left, tomb on the left.
okay.
Keep heading south. Always head south.
I guess this is the ancestral tomb. Just double checking. I don't know. It just says Dunha.
What's it called?
DUNH.
You were in the wrong. You went to the one too early. Go west. Just go west until like you find a straight path again. Or east. Sorry. Yeah.
So that was too early.
Yeah.
So get back up top.
Basically back to shoreline.
Okay. Just a
And
bit.
there's one that's yeah. There were two paths. You picked the wrong one. And I didn't know any better because, like when I played this game, I had a strategy guide. So it's like, go here. Okay, jump. Wow.
It's a whack, whack.
That thing gave it its all and did nothing.
Yep.
Yeah, see that one. See how it's like more pronounced that it's a straight line?
Yeah, this definitely looks more like
Valley of the Wind. But yeah, it's like playing Skyrim where it's like you get to the point where you're so good at combat where they're like, I block, I still kill you.
And this is the ancestral tomb.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, just I'm gonna check real quick to see if there's anything good in there. A few ingredients and a key. A few potions. Copy of the answers to the Dumner. Nope, nothing of interest.
Okay.
Unless you want to kill a bunch of undead.
Meh.
Which, oh man, you got rid of it.
What?
The clear out a group of undead or zombies from the 7 Days to Die thing that I clicked before.
Yeah, well, I turned it off.
For the channel points.
Yeah.
I was like,
Clear out a dungeon.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, like we were saying before, like there's a bunch of different versions of the hungers. They're typical servants of Boethia, so they're not from the Shivering House.
Oh, okay.
You should see a door with an archway where it's got 6 symbols on it.
This?
Yep.
All
And
right.
that's the Cave of the Incarnate.
The door is locked and will not open. The star is the key.
What now?
The door is locked
Uh,
and will not open. The star is the key.
at any time other than dawn or dusk, it is locked.
Oh.
I mean, it makes sense. It's a temple to Azura,
Yep. Nope.
which you will see as soon as you enter why it is. So 6 to 8. So
The door is
3
locked
hours.
and will not open. The star is
You
the
rested until healed. That literally rests
Oh.
you until you're fully healed. And you pass the time. Rest is until you set the time.
In the dawn
For 10
hour
hours.
under Azura's star, the door is opened.
Thank you. Oh, wow. That's very obvious.
Yep. Also, we should have a look around first. Because there's other people here.
Huh. They're all just like,
There's ghosts.
what?
There should be. Or they might appear when you take the ring.
Fortify personality and fortify speechcraft.
Mm-hmm. Not the
Nerevar
best, but you
reborn,
know.
Oh, wow.
Incarnate. Your first 3 trials are finished.
And a cutscene.
Now, 2 new trials lie before you. Seek the Ashlander Ashcans and the Great House Councillors. 4 tribes must name you Nerevarine. 3 houses must name you Hortator. My servant, Nabane Mesa, shall be your guide. And when you are Hortator and Nerevarine, when you have stood before the false gods and freed the heart from its prison, heal my people and restore Morrowind. Do this for me, and with my blessing.
Oh, they're not like attacking?
No?
Okay.
You think you were the first person that tried to become the Nerevar?
Fair enough.
All these people failed.
Oh, and they give me stuff?
Yeah. Because you're the first person that has gotten this far. And putting on that ring is proof to all of them that you are the Nerevar. Now you just have to prove it to other people. Because you are now officially the Nerevar. Technically. You just have to prove it to other people. Because like I said before, that ring, if anyone else put it on, it would kill them. And I think one of the people here did. And she's like, you have to be named Hortator and leader and recognized by all the Ashlander tribes.
Okay.
Yeah, they give you a bunch of decent clothing. A pair of pants that make you fly. I mean, it makes sense. You could wear that robe over your armor if you wanted.
That's
It's one of my favorite things about Morrowind. How you could do stuff like that, where you could play like a sorcerer and just have robes over your armor,
fortify.
so you still kind of look like a mage. Like a weapon that has cast on use, fortify your attack. Be like, yeah. Like you can see like the good and the bad in the way that Enchanting used to be like this, where it's like some of them are just kind of like not good, but others are like decent, and like a player who, like if you think about it, could make a weapon like how you have, where it's like, well, attacking costs stamina, so I'm gonna have something that restores stamina so I can attack forever. And there you go, you got a couple skill books.
That literally leveled up skills that are part of my
Nice.
major and minor.
But yeah, like each of those person was attempting to be proven as the Nerevar and failed.
Well, my guess is that they skipped the step of, getting...
No, it's just while they were one of the guys is like one of the members, like one of the Dagoff's servants killed me. Where it's like they just weren't strong enough. And I think, let's see, I'll look in the list of them. So I remember there was...
Where?
What do you want?
Oh, there's a list of NPCs here. Just look at them. But yeah, each of those people is a dumner. Let's see.
Man, imagine how they must feel having me walk in.
You're like, well, I mean, it makes sense because it's the idea of like the Nerevar is supposed to come from have no face or past, so it's like it's not always going to be a dumner.
Right.
That's probably where they failed, where they thought it was always going to be a dumner.
It's like it's our people's legend.
Let's see, one of them is like, I was on a holy crusade at the temple in the golden era of the tribunal. I contributed substantially to the writings that were later suppressed by the temple. She never believed in it. She was this like one of them was like, they never believed in the prophecy until they were dead.
Oh. So basically they were like, I'm gonna do the prophecy and not believe in it.
No, she had nothing to do with it. Like each of those were technically a reincarnation of you that did not work, kind of way. Like where they were people that were prophesized to become one, but they did not.
Huh.
Let's see. So one of them is, I was in Osaka and I led my people against the Akaviru while the Cyrodiil dogs fled before was deep in the stronghold in Red Mountain, cleansing the unclean things in their own blood. I did not heed the counsel of the women, and to my shame I craved glory, but never saw my real enemies. My axe and boots are yours, a blessing. Basically, like, he didn't recognize who the real enemy was until he was dead.
Ah.
Let's see. One of them is, I saw Morrowind fall to the Empire. I lived through the humiliation of the surrender. Swore hatred of vengeance against the Imperial and Tribunal alike for the betrayals. In later years, I despaired and returned to Red Mountain, where I grew old and died fighting the Blight in Red Mountain monsters. Basically, like, all these are people that, like, were close to it, but It's like some of them might never have known. I died 400 years ago in the last days of turmoil and unrest after the came to Morrowind. I was a thinker and not a doer, and though I was marked by the stars, I was not a hero.
So
Yeah, like he just, it's like, yeah, I know I'm prophesied to be this, but like, it's not something I can do.
So what you're telling me is that those people didn't even die in that place; they were brought there.
Well, yeah, because the Dissident Priests be like, Azure told us that these are people who were meant to fulfill the prophecy. It's like they failed, so we will entomb their body so it's not destroyed. Because, you know, the tribunal would want them wiped out to wipe out any knowledge of stuff like that. Let's see, I lived in the leaders of the tribunal, and behind the scenes, I helped us demoralize, then repel the Akavir invaders. I knew nothing of the Nerva or Dagathor until I took refuge with the Ashlanders. I died a fool trying to loot ruined Kagaroon, which is where you found all the stuff you needed. So basically, they were right before the point you got to here. Let's see. Let's see, and last ones. I'm a failed incarnate, so are all the who remain here with me in the Cavern of the Incarnate. I survived a blight, but I fell in battle with an ash vampire. So, like, some of them knew, others did not.
I fell in battle with an ash vampire.
Well, that's what Dagathor is. Like, they're like you'll know them when they look completely different from the other ash creatures. Like, they don't look like dreamers or anything. They look like really tall, like thin people. And they don't all wear masks like Dagathor does.
Huh.
But yeah, like, it seems like half of them didn't even know until it was too late.
Unfortunate.
See, now you're a proper battle mage, Lewis, from the look. Like, this is the kind of look I like, which is robes and armor.
I didn't know robes could go over armor.
All clothing and armor can be worn at the same time, mostly, unless it takes up the same slot.
Interesting.
I also like that this old form of it did not have clipping, which you know would do in the.
Oh yeah.
Like, definitely.
Huh.
Like, hopefully with how they redid armor in Fallout 4, I hope this makes a return in Elder Scrolls 6.
Right, I hope.
Where it's got piecemeal armor.
Yeah, the pieces where it's like.
Because, like, that was my favorite part of Fallout 4, where just, like, how you can make your armor look variant. Because, like, there are some where I would use, like, the heavy version and, like, medium and light versions for others because they look better. Like, for example, like, the heavy metal pauldrons did not look good to me. But, like, the metal chest plate with the, like, the medium or light ones look pretty good because they had, like, the shoulder pieces.
Right.
But then, like, the heavy combat armor does not look good. Like, it looks too bulky. Which, you know, it's heavy combat armor. Makes sense. But, like, I like the medium look. Which is why, like, one of my favorite mods for Fallout 4 involved allowing you to change or even hide armor pieces' appearance. Where, like, you could be, like, in full combat armor and have your under armor where it's just clothing. With some of the mods I had, where, like, it doesn't even look like you're wearing armor.
Nice.
Because, like, why not? Whatever. It's just aesthetics. Like, there's a mod for Dark Souls 3 called Cinders, where it adds every item, spell, weapon, armor from all the previous games and Bloodborne. And then also has transmog stuff. So like if you want just good stats, get the good stats, and then make your armor look however you want. Like right now, I have a dark magic caster for Dark Souls, who has a gun from Bloodborne.
Huh.
And the gun is actually pretty good because it's like a fast firing bow that I use in one hand. And because also for that mod, it makes it so magic regenerates naturally pretty quickly too. So magic is actually something you could do regularly. So yeah. All right, enough talk about other games.
Well, I mean, it's bound to happen.
Yeah. Wow, this is like one of the longest streams you've had in a while, isn't it? For this.
For this one, yeah.
And it's not like you're not doing something.
No, it's like at this moment, it's more of a just like they're gonna do a little bit of training before calling it.
Yeah. Because the next part of the quest is going to be kind of long and lots of lots of traveling.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like I'm gonna do it on stream, but it's like
Going to be like, all right, go talk to this person. Where are they? Here. Okay. Because I think some of them require you to do quests for them.
I'll like to prove that.
Let's see. Like for example, House Redder and Hortator. Talk to Athian in Sarathi Manor to learn about the House Redder Council members. Talk. Honestly, you probably could just walk in to the council, persuade them all to high disposition, and be like, "Hey, name me Hortator." Because all you need is their vote, and if you have good personality, don't you? Don't you have like a 70?
I'm not. I don't think so. I think actually I haven't done much with that, but.
But still, like isn't persuasion like one of your?
It is one of my more important skills because of
Yeah.
the fact that.
Yeah, like to the Ashlanders, you basically had to go to the leader and be like, "Hey, look at the stuff I have. I'm literally wearing the Ring of Moon and Star." At least I believe so. Let me see.
Speak, traveler.
Oh, actually, some of them involve actual quests.
So actually having to be like, hey.
Yeah, like each of these involves a quest, other than the one that sent you to the Cavern and the Incarna in the first place.
Speak quickly, Outlander.
Because they're like, yeah, like you've already proven to us that you are.
Ah, damn. Okay.
So it's gonna be lots of quests next time.
Alright, so I might do a bit of off-level or off-screen leveling.
Let's see.
Just because.
I'm gonna look for the.
So, alright, saved. Save again. Alright. Let's pull up. Who is up? Who do I want? Somebody I have not. I don't think I've ever rated them, but that's mainly because of the fact that I don't think I'm ever on when they're on. So, it's a person. Their username is Alchemical Fox. They are actually currently playing Dead Island. So what we'll do is send the raid that way. They're another a lot of my Twitch, the people that I follow on Twitch are actually TikTokers that I know. That basically they started out on TikTok and then started going to Twitch, where it's like I'm the opposite. I was a Twitch person going to TikTok. Which is why like they all have a massive following, and then they gained a massive following on Twitch because they're like, yeah, I'm going to Twitch. Whereas like it's my pull of or TikTok followers to Twitch has not been the same. I don't care. I do this for myself, and to try to offer a place of calming entertainment for other people. So
I just like talking about stuff. So
right, and that's part of why I like this series, because we get to talk about something that you like to talk about, and it's information I like to learn. But yeah, so
like I learned a lot of stuff today too. So
yeah, no, I definitely pulled a good amount on that one. So I'll try to figure out something similar to that. See if it's something that find something that's similar in information where it's like, yeah, I don't know that. But yeah, be back tomorrow with 7 Days to Die. Let's go spread some love. See you guys next time.
bye.